New restaurants are opening all the time, but not all are created equal, at least according to Yelp. These are the restaurants that really came into their own in 2025. A note on our list, we're not restricting this to restaurants that opened in 2025. Some opened the year before, and this year's when they made their mark. Dōgon is the latest project from chef Kwame Onwuachi, tucked into the Salamander Hotel by the Southwest waterfront in Washington, D.C. It's quickly asserting itself as a must-visit for foodies, serving Afro-Caribbean small plates rooted in Onwuachi's Nigerian, Jamaican, Trinidadian, and Creole heritage.
I wanted to tell the story of D.C. in a way that hasn't been told to the masses.
Standouts from diners include the hoe crab, charbroiled oysters, and rum cake, with one review calling every dish bold, creative, and packed with flavor. The service is also a highlight. A reviewer noted, "Excellent storytelling. Every staff member owns the place. There's a deep pride here." The overall ambiance makes it a perfect spot for a date night or special occasion. Yes, dishes come at a lofty price point, and you shouldn't hope to get a reservation a few days out. But for those seeking a special spot in DC, Dōgon is the place to go. Nestled just steps from Narragansett Bay, Celeste focuses on coastal cuisines and dishes from across the Mediterranean. You'll find tuna crudo with olive oil and capers, garlic shrimp over grilled focaccia, crispy eggplant, and pizza topped with combos like fig and prosciutto, or spinach and feta. Most of the ingredients are sourced locally with plenty of care and attention. Diner favorites include the calamari and the spaghetti and clams. One reviewer gave the restaurant a 10 out of 10 and called the homemade focaccia life-changing. A large space split into separate rooms, the restaurant is breezy but intimate enough for a nice dinner. Plus, there's an outside seating area for those balmy summer nights. For those who want to eat somewhere that marries New England seaside ease with continental flavors, Celeste does just that. Tomer Blechman, who also runs the trendy Miss Ada, is at the helm of Brooklyn's Theodora. Here, Mediterranean flavors are stripped back to their smoky, elemental core. The menu leans on open fire cooking, with dry-aged fish and vegetables at the center. A seasonal approach means regular changes, so every visit is a new experience.
It's not determined to one cuisine, but the influence of the people working here. And that goes from the food to the cocktails and the service as well.
Reviews call the food phenomenal and give specific props to the sourdough and whipped ricotta, the prawns, and the steelhead trout. Dessert is also listed as a highlight. You'll want to try the baklava sundae. As for the vibe, Theodora perfectly toes the line between fancy and unfussy. You don't have to dress up in black tie to dine here, but it feels celebratory. And the open kitchen gives diners at the bar a front row seat to the magic. You might not expect a restaurant located within a sports and entertainment center to be one of the best up-and-comers in the country, but Commission Row has become the kind of big-room theatrical dining experience Indianapolis didn't know it needed. A multi-level restaurant and late-night speakeasy found right next to the HQ of the Pacers NBA team. It's the kind of place you go for classic food done well. Menu standouts include the lobster bisque, wagyu meatballs, and salmon with lobster risotto, which one diner called out as just spectacular. They also do Sunday brunch. Diners love the Crab Benedict and Bloody Marys. Commission Row is a sleek spot, though the room scale means intimacy comes best in quieter corners or the basement speakeasy, Mel's. It's a confident, splashy addition to Indianapolis's dining scene that's built to entertain as much as to impress. In its first year of business, Minneapolis's Bûcheron has already made a name for itself by winning the prestigious James Beard Award for Best New Restaurant. Owners Adam and Jeannie Ritter have turned a modest corner space into a buzzing restaurant that's an ode to French-American food. It's haute cuisine meets Minnesota charm, and people love it.
We're incredibly proud of what we've done here. We know that our food is outstanding.
Reviewers love the venison tartare, the foie gras, and the spaghetti with poached lobster, which one diner said was executed flawlessly. The menu changes seasonally, so it's the kind of place that rewards repeat visits. The dining room feels homely but luxe. Service walks the line between warm and professional, so it feels like the kind of neighborhood restaurant where the staff might know your name, with food you won't forget anytime soon. If you're in Minneapolis, this spot is a must visit. Tucked into San Francisco's Japantown, Head 11 is an introduction to the kinds of refined regional Thai flavors folks don't realize they've been waiting for. Located in the Kimpton Hotel Enzo, the restaurant serves 8 or 11-course tasting menus that change regularly, but always focus on lesser-known Thai cuisine. Standout dishes include the black cod and tom yum soup, the sea crab dip in red curry, and the grilled Hokkaido scallop in cow soy curry, of which one diner raved, "I would have paid for the entire tasting menu to get one full bowl of this." The understatedly elegant surroundings take the experience to the next level, too. San Francisco isn't short on great food, but this spot should be on your list next time you pay a visit. With its eclectic menu, Cincinnati's Court Street Kitchen is serving up everything from fresh seafood and raw bar, house-made pasta, salads, burgers, and steaks, and that's just for dinner. There are also separate lunch and Sunday brunch menus. It all comes together to create a brilliant spot for all-day dining. Reviews highlight the Branzino, Aglio e Olio, and the Arancini, which one diner called the best in the city. There's a great buzz here without being exceptionally showy. It's reliable but doesn't feel like it has to fit into a box, and the service is spectacular. Multiple reviews note the care and attention given to each diner. Court Street Kitchen feels like a secret local find, but there's room at the table for everyone. Want a taste of Italy in Scottsdale, Arizona? The Italiano is serving up the classics with a whole lot of flair. The menu balances playful spectacle with genuinely tasty fundamentals. Standouts from diners include the linguine and clams, the short rib lasagna, and the anelletti palermitani, of which one Italian diner said, "The Italiano nailed it with their sausage and short rib ragu."
What a dish. Little vino rosso, a beautiful date. That's what we call Italian, my friends.
Portions are generous and the service is friendly and attentive. The restaurant itself leans into theatrical tableside touches. An antipasto cart stuffed with charcuterie and veggies, a limoncello trolley, and desserts wheeled right to you to choose from. Renaissance murals on the walls, lemon trees at the entrance, and scores of faux colonnades might be slightly on the nose, but the food is delicious and it makes for a fun night out. San Diego's the Amalfi Llama bills itself as a wood-fired Italian steakhouse, but it's so much more. Yes, you have the classic lineup of steaks, but the restaurant also does brilliant pizzas and familiar pasta dishes that are bound to satisfy Italian food lovers. The Cacio e Pepe pasta and the Positano pizza are a couple of the many standouts. One reviewer raved the food was fresh, beautifully presented, and full of flavor. You can really tell how much care goes into every dish. The dining room is modern and stylish, and although it can be loud and lively on busy nights, it's all part of the restaurant's energy.
I want people to really enjoy sitting down here with their friends and family and making memories.
For anyone seeking a buzzy night out with serious steaks and a kitchen that knows how to coax smoke and char into every dish, the Amalfi Llama is worth the reservation. Caché has a modest front that hides an ambitious agenda, making modern French bistro cooking with a San Francisco seafood tilt. The menu offers a more updated take on French tradition. Surf and turf crudo and octopus potato salad sit alongside classics like ratatouille. Diners love the Duroc pork tenderloin and the mussels, which one diner called a must order. Everything is designed to share, meaning you get to taste more delicious dishes. The room is cozy yet classy, the kind of place meant for lingering with a glass or two of wine. There are also brunch and lunch menus if you're not in the market for dinner. Las Vegas is known for being over the top, but the guest house actually feels restrained and intimate by the city's standards. In the restaurant's words, it's classic dining meets contemporary flair. The dining room channels old Vegas glamour with low lighting and velvet upholstery, while the kitchen leans into approachable luxury. The menu mostly consists of elevated American classics. Standouts include the crab cake, the Faroe Island salmon, and the braised short ribs. They've even grown up chicken tenders. The food is solid, and the guest house knows how to build an evening rather than rush it. One reviewer put it best when they wrote, "You can tell when fresh quality ingredients are being used and love is cooked into the food. The vibes are immaculate here." New York City's San Sabino is a love letter to Italian food. It's tough to get a reservation, but if you can get yourself into a seat, which may be easier at lunch or at the bar, you'll be rewarded with a seafood-forward menu that's elevated beyond what you'd find in your average neighborhood restaurant. You can thank Don Angie's, Angie Rito, and Scott Tazzanelli for that.
One of our main things is to present Italian-American food in a new way, but when you eat it, it's very familiar tasting.
The menu is small but perfectly formed. You'll find some dishes rarely seen outside of Italy, like ricotta nudi, served with roasted grapes, hazelnut and fennel, and some Italian-American classics with a New York twist, like pepperoni carbonara. Lobster triangoli is another favorite among diners. The team at San Sabino has a knack for blending comforting, familiar flavors with surprising turns, so that even a simple pasta becomes a showstopper. The corner store arrived in Soho in late 2024 as a nostalgic yet glossy take on the downtown American restaurant. Part neighborhood diner, part maximalist glamour. The kitchen turns out tightly executed, crowd-pleasing plates. These are updated versions of the classics you grew up with, plus a few upmarket faves. 5-cheese pizza rolls are a big hit. And who doesn't love spinach artichoke dip? But you've also got a raw bar and a steak menu for those who prefer something more grown up. The atmosphere is lively. The striped fabrics, brass details, and velvet curtains all add to the ambiance, and it's become a favorite of numerous A-listers. Whether or not that's your thing, few can deny the corner store nailed the formula for a buzzy Soho hangout. Getting a table isn't easy, but if you're looking for a fun night out, this spot will give you that. In Kansas City's former Screenland Theater building, you'll find Triune, a high-end small plate restaurant that owner Stephen Blakely describes as vibrational dining. The restaurant's philosophy is in its name. 3 elements come together to create the experience: the atmosphere, the service, and the customer. As for the food, the kitchen consists of inventive dishes that change seasonally. Expect riffs on familiar comforts with technical polish. Standouts from diners include the crispy Brussels sprouts, the shrimp and grits, and the grilled octopus. One review called the food a 1,000 out of 10, while another said it was lick your plate delicious. The space is moody and intentionally social, with a patio entrance, a lively dining room, and a playlist that's part of the concept. Locals appreciate the balance of ambition and familiarity. It's firmly in special occasion territory without being out of reach. Tara Monsood, a James Beard Best Chef finalist, is at the helm of Ya Jolla's Le Coq. Monsood draws inspiration from her Filipino-American heritage, reimagining French dishes with Asian flavors.
You're just having a good meal in a space that I think everybody deserves to be able to enjoy.
On the menu, you'll find French classics like onion tart and steak frite, but with an Asian-American bent. The dishes have brightness, spice, and layers of umami flavor that you wouldn't find at a regular French restaurant. Diner favorites include the tuna tartare, the pomme puree, and the duck confit, which one review described as one of the best ducks they've had. The interior is glamorous. It's dim, intimate, and built for date nights and celebrations. It's the kind of place you'd pick to impress, yet it doesn't feel stuffy. This is the perfect spot if you're looking for classic French elegance through an updated lens. Ingredients are carefully sourced from local waters and farms, and it shows in the finished dishes.